Umayyad Caliphate from 661 until 750 CE, the first great Muslim dynasty to rule the empire of the Caliphate and sometimes referred to as the Arab Kingdom. It was a centralized government while Damascus was the political and administrative center. They retained the Byzantine and Persian administrative bureaucracies in the provinces but organized politically along Arab tribal lines. The Syrian army became the basis of Umayyad strength, enabling the creation of a united empire through great control of the conquered provinces and of Arab tribal rivalries. Muslim rule expanded to Khorasan. Garrison cities were founded at Merv and Sistan as bases for expeditions into Central Asia and northwestern India. The Umayyads, who were of Arab descent, emphasized the Arab Muslim as the top of social structure and considered it their duty to rule over the conquered territories. As Islam spread from time to time, more of the Muslim population consisted of non-Arabs. All Mawalis in general, and the Persian in particular, played a significant role during the Umayyad period. However, they faced social discrimination as the new converts were not given the same right as Muslim Arabs. Non-Muslim groups, which include Christians, Jews, Zoroastrians, were called dhimmi. They were given the status of second-class citizens as long as they accepted and acknowledged the political supremacy of the ruling Muslim. Towards the end of Umayyad rule, the Asabih that had been abandoned for a long time has increased among Arab tribes, from northern Arabs, Madrids, and southern Arab Himyarites. At the beginning of the Umayyad reign, this rivalry could be closely monitored by the Caliph Muawiyah, Abdul Malik, and Umar bin Abdul Aziz, but it became increasingly uncontrolled at the end of the Caliphate due to the attitude of the government that did not monitor the entire Umayyad area. Umayyad's pro-Arab policy shows partisanship among some Umayyad caliphs led to the growing of pre-Islamic tribes as opposed to loyalty to one ummah, like Yazid bin Muawiyah and Marwan bin al-Hakam, who favors the Himyarite tribes. This shows a double standard not only towards Arabs, but also Mawali and non-Muslim did not get their due rights.
At the end of the Umayyad era and the start of the Abbasid era, people felt different socially and religiously. There were a lot of religious and social issues at the start of the Abbasid revolution because of a few main things. 1. Tensions between Sunnis and Shias. The issue of succession, the main source of the conflict, was debate over who should take over as Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, successor.
Shias believed leadership should remain within the bloodline of Ali, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law, whom they saw as the rightful heir. Sunni perspective, on the other hand, they believed leadership should be based on the qualities of the caliph, and the first three caliphs, Abu Bakr, Umar, and Uthman, were accepted despite not being descendants of the Prophet. The martyrdom of Hussein. The Umayyads brutally killed Ali's son, Sayyidina Hussein, at Karbala in 680 CE. This made Shias even more angry and made them want a descendant of Ali to lead them. 2. Dissatisfaction with Umayyad rule. The Arab Mawali divide. The Umayyads, who were from the Quraysh group in Mecca, liked Arabs more than Mawalis, who were Muslims who were not Arab.
This discrimination caused resentment among the Mawalis, who thought they were not given equal rights despite their contributions to the Islamic Empire. The Umayyads, especially the later caliphs, were seen as increasingly worldly and extravagant in their lifestyles. Thus, the Umayyads imposed heavy taxes on both Muslims and non-Muslims, which caused economic hardship and discontent. This contrasted with the simpler, more pious image of the early caliphs, and it alienated some Muslims who thought the Umayyads had strayed from Islamic principles.
The Umayyad era in Islamic history marked a significant shift in power dynamics, with key factors contributing to the Umayyads' downfall and the rise of the Abbasid. Firstly, the Umayyad Caliphate's Arab-centric nature led to the discontent among non-Arab Muslims, particularly Persians and the converts, who felt marginalized and discriminated against, which led to the attracting Abbasid support. The Abbasid utilized propaganda and opposition against the Umayyad by promoting justice, equality, and divine leadership, which resonated with disillusioned Umayyads, rallying support and delegitimizing them. Thirdly, military struggles and internal revolts weakened the Umayyad grip on power. Various uprisings challenged Umayyad authority, while the Abbasid seized the opportunity to exploit these internal conflicts. The decisive Battle of the Zab in 750 CE, where the Abbasid forces defeated the Umayyads, marked a turning point in the struggle, paving the way for Abbasid ascendancy. The Abbasid, seen as a more inclusive alternative to the Umayyads, gained support from non-Arab groups, particularly Persians, and formed alliances with disillusioned Umayyad. Their administration faced challenges like corruption, inefficiency, and fiscal mismanagement, while the Abbasid portrayed themselves as capable administrators. Therefore, the Abbasid movement gained power in weaker Umayyad regions due to discontent among the non-Arab Muslims, effective propaganda, military struggles, support from non-Arab groups, administrative and economic challenges, and geographic factors.
Administrative reform to consolidate their authority and demonstrate the sincerity of their faith. The new ruler implemented a system that intertwined politics and religion. They made a necessary adjustment to political structure to address the demand for social and economic equality among those who participated in the uprising. Additionally, they transferred the political and religious center of empire from pre-dynasty Syria to Iraq, therefore reducing the influence of Arabic nobility in the government. In terms of administrative governance, the Abbasid dynasty largely adopted the Persian political model. They allowed the Persian dignitary to hold significant position and attracted Muslim nobles and scholars from various non-Arabic backgrounds to participate in political affairs. The Caliphate consolidated political and religious authority, wielding the highest power. The dynasty also improved the judicial system, appointing judges based on their Islamic beliefs. Expertise in jurisprudence and exemplary character and knowledge. Cases involving Muslims were exclusively adjudicated by Sharia judges. Moreover, the dynasty established strong police agency. Simultaneously, the new regime focused on the social reforms, promoting social and economic equality through the measures such as tax reform and land reform. The reorganization of tax system alleviated burdens, while land reform promoted the development of agriculture and improved the living standards of farmers. The implementation of educational reforms provided more opportunity for education, and the establishment of welfare system strengthened support for vulnerable groups, making society more just and harmonious. Additionally, the new regime placed the emphasis on protecting women's rights, providing certain guarantees for their rights in marriage and property, demonstrating respect and care for all members of society. The implementation for these policies not only consolidated political and religious authority, but also enhanced the overall stability and the prosperity of the empire. The system of political and religious unity became an important pillar of the empire's development, laying a solid foundation for the integration of diverse cultures and the progress society. The Abbasid dynasty inherited and further developed the rich Islamic culture traditions of their processors, achieving remarkable achievement in various fields, such as science, literature, philosophy, and art. Scientifically, they emerge as pivotal hubs of learning globally, fostering advancement in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and beyond. Through the extensive effort in collecting and translating ancient Greek, Roman, and Indian scientific texts, they conducted profound research and exploration. In literature and philosophy, the flourishing Arabic culture reached new heights, giving rise to numerous eminent poet, philosophers, and historians. However, alongside these cultural and scholarly achievements, the early Abbasid rule was marked by political and social challenges. Internal power struggles, economical disruption, and discrimination against the non-Arabs fueled discontent and social unrest.
Overall, there are many continuities and changes between the Umayyad and the Abbasid Caliphate. For politics, the Abbasids still maintained the centralized government that was implemented by the Umayyad. The centralized government was defined as the authority and decision-making power under the hands of the caliphs who ruled from the capital city Baghdad. This government gives an efficient administration and controls over the vast provinces of Abbasid through appointed governors. Under the rule of Abbasid, the caliphs allowed the non-Arabs to be involved in the government and gave them a prominent position, especially the Persian bureaucrats. Wazir acted as the chief operating officer in the prominent position, taken from the Persian bureaucratic style. During Umayyad rule, the prominent position was given to the Arabs. It illustrates that the Arabs tend to look down on the non-Arabs converts known as Mawali. The Arab indicates that they belong to the elites compared to the non-Arabs. In social, women had advantages and higher status during the Umayyad rule. The status of women can be traced back to the teachings of the Prophet and the nomadic Bedouin Arab traditions. Due to urbanization, women lost their high status because the Abbasid Caliphate adopted the traditional gender restriction in their locally conquered areas. It shows that the cloistering, the veil, and the harem symbolize the loss of women's status. In addition, poor women can only go to the city or market without being accompanied by an adult male relative for safety.